Hey, how's it going, everybody? This is MegaShadowFist, and welcome back to Ace Attorney, Trials and Tribulations. And when we last left off, we went over to the Tender Lender and had ourselves a good time, didn't we? So let's go ahead and continue. Continue and go from save point, if you will. So, we got a new piece of information. Did we try examining this? I think we did, but it doesn't do anything. We got a piece of paper. We got like some paper. If you look at the court record, you can tell the music is like really intense right now because we found something interesting. A car repair bill for $15,000 paid by Tiger to the Cadavereni family. Cadavereni family, I don't know. Let's go to move. I guess now might be a time to talk to Gumshoe, or I don't know. January 7th, Vitamin Square. There he is! Old Sadie's back feeding the pigeons again. There! Take this! And this! And get out of my park! Like I thought, he's really mad. Come on, Maya. Just keep your head down and let's sneak away while we still can. What? Why? Hello, old man! My voice cracked. What are you doing, Maya? Huh? Ka! Hey, he just turned his back on us. I'm not surprised. I bet it really hurt his pride in court this morning. Hey, Mr. Kudo! Pigeon! Ka! Look, we really need to talk to you, alright? Out with the demons! And with good fortune! Ow, ow, ow! Seeds! Shell splinters! Painful! I always knew you were a demon, Maya. Oh, we got his theme song playing. Alrighty then. Today's trial. I'm sorry about what happened in court earlier today. Ka! Everyone will be talking about me behind my back now! A dirty old man who was so busy looking at the servant girl's backside that he can't remember her face! A filthy, depraved animal! Not at all! Are you listening to me, boy? I don't care what you say, I saw that waitress put it in! She put some white powder to the young lad's Javachino! We hear you. And another thing! The young layabout was wearing an earpiece! On the same size as the lens of his broken spectacles! We're really sorry. So I made a little mistake about the face, so what? I know what I saw! I tell you! Okay, take it easy please, Mr. Kudo. Don't tell me to take it easy, you spiky-haired brat! Take this! Embroiderer? You said you were a craftsman, right? Ka! The modern world casts honest craftsmen like me aside in droves! Surely it's not that. I come from a long line of craftsmen, right back to the time of the Shoguns! Do you hear me? I didn't become an embroiderer, I was born one! Actually, I'm kind of in the same situation myself. I wanted to stick my fingers up that dribbling old judge's nose! And scream right down his ear hole! Objection! Oh, so you did want to become a lawyer when you were young. I don't think that's quite it, Maya. I think he's just in a bad mood, that's all. I've got a tsunami of frustration inside and it's ready to burst out! If we let him start rambling now, we might never shut him up. What should I do? We could suck it up, but we're gonna cut in. Actually, we've got places to go, things to check and stuff. Maybe another time? Fine, whatever! Just don't forget, I've got a tsunami's worth of grumbling to do! Yes. This girl right here is really looking forward to hearing it all. Honest. What? I never said that. Come to the place where I work then! Here! Bring this along with you! What is this? It's covered in seeds. A discount coupon for a burger? He really wants someone to grumble at, huh? Although, it is a burger joint. Actually, let's go ahead and I feel like we probably need to just let him ramble a bit. This might actually be really important. Let's see. Are they gonna let us? Yes, they are. Okay, so, suck it up. Guess I better let him talk. So, there's not much call for craftsmen these days, then. Of course not, you idiot! And I'm good for nowadays is running errands, or all, I should say. Errands? Everyone takes advantage of the elderly! Buy some bread, Gramps! Take the dog for a walk, Granddad! Feed the pigeons, old man! What am I, some sort of 2-bit community handyman? Well... buy some bread! Now that I can understand! But what's the point of feeding some obscene pigeons? Why don't people say that what they mean, get lost? That's what they're trying to say? Oh yes, I'm just an inconvenience, you see? At home, at the restaurant, I just get in the way, don't I? I'm sure you don't. Wait a minute, what did he just say? At home and at that restaurant? Hold up. By restaurant, are you talking about Tribulation? Did you get asked to run an errand there too? Yes, I did! The very day that young brat was poisoned! Excuse me, what? What? Well, my voice cracked. The errand! So on the day of the incident, what were you asked to do? Glad you asked, boy! Because I'll tell you what I was asked to do! All of a sudden, that young lad slipped over the table! The servant girl collapsed! And I broke that vase! It all happened so fast I was in a bit of a daze, you see? Then the owner shouted over to me. Excuse-moi, you call the police! Call them yourself, I should have said... Call them yourself, I should have said back, but I didn't think of it at the time. So, did you end up calling the police? Like I said, I was in a bit of a daze. Did you call them on your cell phone? Ka! Do I look like I have one of those newfangled thingamajigs? I went out looking for a payphone, of course! You went looking for one, so that explains the huge time gap then. I couldn't find one right away, you know! Wandered around for 5 minutes or so! 5 minutes? But, no, again, I guess it doesn't. So for 5 minutes after the incident happened... Yes, sirree! The owner was at Tribulation on his own! Why didn't you mention this in court this morning? Well, I would have if you'd given me the chance! But you all bullied me out of the courtroom! Thank you, Mr. Kudo. You've certainly earned your kudos for today. Wait a minute! If that's the case, there's more! I've got more to say! Oh yes, I remember something else! Bailiff, escort the witness out of the courtroom. It's not my fault! You're the ones to blame! You could have at least told us before we got to court. Is it really that important that Mr. Kudo was the one who called the police? Yes, it is, actually. Oh, here's the music that played when we first found out Madangard's true identity. How's it going? This is the real Ron Madangard. I actually use the same voice as I did for Godan, huh? Interesting. Anyway, what's important is the unaccounted time before the police arrived. The victim was dead, and Maggie was unconscious. Which leaves that man alone in the restaurant. Mr. Kudo might have been chased out of that place on purpose. What do you mean? Maybe a certain someone didn't want him in that restaurant. Ah! Oh, sure, you go ahead and say I was in the way as usual! I suppose I should have been getting myself covered in pigeon poop instead, huh? We need to get more details about we need to get more details about what exactly happened. From Maggie, and from Mr. Armstrong. I doubt that presenting anything new is going to do anything. If we were to present the repair bill to him. Would you mind taking a look at this? Ka! Excuse me? You let me get 1 million of my grumbles off my chest, and I'll take one quick look! I've got an earthquake of frustration inside, it's ready to rumble! On a second thought, forget it. 1 million grumbles for one quick look doesn't sound like a good deal, for me. MC Bomber. Oops, bumped into my pop filter. Okay, let's get past this. Let's see what else is new. Oh, there was his confession, or not his confession, but his whatchamacallit. Let's see what he has to say about that after the victim's prescription bag. I don't think he's gonna say anything about anything really. Okay, so where is it? Victor's testimony. Nope. Alright. So let's get out of here then. And so we can either talk to Armstrong or... Maggie Bird. First and foremost, Detective Gumshoe, are you aware that I'm gonna let her know? Repair bill. Anything to say about this? I don't think so. I was just... You know, it never hurts to be thorough. MC Bomber then. Nope. Okay, that's all the news that we got, well, since the last time that we talked to him. Just to make sure we didn't accidentally, like, start any, like, open any new conversation topics, and we didn't. Sometimes that happens. Like, it's always that one conversation topic that you miss. Let's go to the kitchen, then. January 7th, Tribulations Kitchen. Looks like Mr. Armstrong's out again. But the place is open for business. You can't have an open restaurant without a chef! Hey, it's not my fault, Nick. Don't take it out on me. Only a couple of minutes after the incident happened, Mr. Kudo left the scene, leaving Mr. Armstrong here alone. Missing when we need to talk to him the most. Maybe he's trying to avoid us on purpose? Who knows? Let's go ahead and move. Tribune. I guess, no, not really. Let's go to the detention center. Maggie Bird is nowhere to be found. That's great. Wright and Company law offices? Nope. Alright, Criminal Affairs Department then. No. Okay, so we went to the detention center. So do we have to like go back to the tender lender, or do we have to present something to Gumshoe? I knew this was going to happen. Getting lost? Oh, well, I can't say that we're lost yet. Nothing's really happened. Let's go back to the tender lender, since it seems like no one's here. No. Okay, so I can only assume that either A, there's like something. Let's go back to the kitchen and see if there's any like clues that we might have missed. That might be that's my only kitchen. That's my only guess. So let's see here. What's this? It looks like a treasure chest or something. Wow, look at all these little bottles. Oh, he's got so many, they're overflowing into the floor. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 98. Yeah, we've already seen this. Why won't you let me skip it? Okay, this. Now I know I'm at a French restaurant. I've never heard of most of these seasonings. Hey, Nick, this container has oyster sauce. What's that? Isn't that used in Chinese food? And look at these knives. They look really sharp. I'd like to see one of those slices through a cheesecake. Cheesecake? You don't exactly need a sharp knife for one of those, Nick. That was actually new. Let's try that again. Now I know I'm in a French restaurant. I've never heard of most of these seasonings. Hey, Nick, this container has oyster sauce? What's that? Isn't that used in Chinese food? And look at these knives. They look really sharp. I'd like to see how one of those slices through a cheesecake. A cheesecake? You don't exactly need a sharp knife for one of those, Nick. I see. Okay, over here. That smells good. Something's bubbling away nicely in that pot. It must be the lobster in the abalone frichasse with a balsamic vinaigrette. Isn't that what I ate yesterday for lunch? Yeah, I think it's been permanently burned into my brain now. As an example of what truly awful food tastes like. I bet it tastes really good if it was prepared well. Balsamy even. Sure, that's the word. I guess so. What is that? It's interesting. What? Okay, sure. What are these lace curtains for? I don't know, but they give the place a really real homey feel, don't they? Lace curtains. You know, if I was cooking pot, I'd be perfectly happy to sit on a shelf under If I was a cooking pot, I'd be perfectly happy to sit on a shelf under those. How do you respond to something like that? Okay. Now this is one large mirror. I bet this is where he makes himself look pretty. There's a book on the dresser. Clarice Armstrong's Bedtime Literature. Not exactly Pulitzer Prize material, is it? It looks like a collection of poems he's written. Poems? Cool! Read one out! And say it in your best French accent with intensity, okay? Okay, here's one. It's called Printemps. The two of them like actors from a film, the coffee is still undrunk. Sweet nothings over too soon on that sad Sunday morning. The foolish cocktail so delicious. This doesn't sound French at all. Take the last sip of your tea and I know that what I will do. And I must lie to you, I must. Huh? That's it? Yep, that's a poem for you. Okay, let's see that again. Okay. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Poems, cool, read one out. Okay, here's print-ups. The two of them, like actors from a film. The coffee's still undrunk. Okay. Sweet nothing's over too soon. And that sad Sunday morning. The foolish cocktail's so delicious. Huh. Take the last sip of your tea and I know what I will do. I must lie to you. I must. That's actually some pretty important information we got there. That's it, my foot. Get out of here, Maya. Alright, let's go ahead and move. Trabian. Let's examine something real. Whoops. I meant to... Let's examine something real quick. Let's go over to the other end. If we examine this again, this must be the table where the murder occurred. I guess so, with all this police tape all around it. And that stain must be from the poisoned coffee. Don't go licking the tablecloth, okay, Maya? Why would I lick it? I'm not a cat, you know. And why can I picture you doing just that? Alright. Let's go ahead and move to vitamins. We tried going to the detention center though, right? So I don't get it. Let's try examining that coffee. Like I'm all out of ideas at this point. Because we've done everything, I thought, so vitamin square. We've talked about everything, haven't we? Yes, we have. But, he did, like... Let's go to Tenderlinder again. Maybe there's something else that we can examine? The music here is really, like... Hey, look at all this part. Hey, look at all this Parisian-style coat! Look at this Parisian-style coat, it's so chic! Looks more like a pimp coat to me. Guess I haven't got an eye for fashion. Hey, look at this! This suit is the same color as the one you wear, Nick! The same color as my suit? Suspicious! Ah! Keep your voice down, Maya! Nick! You've got to take a look at this! Some cake? Ah! I'll just leave it here for you. Yeah, sure, thanks. Just wait here quietly, otherwise. Sure! Did you hear that, Nick? Wait quietly, she said. Yeah, sure. I have my eye on you, only so I can take care of you. Understand? I'm scared, Nick! So, what were you getting so excited about before? Look on the label of this suit. That's an attorney's badge. That looks nothing like mine. Ladies and gentlemen, do you know how many times I show this thing off? How would anyone fall for that? I make sure everyone sees that, so I'm like, oh, I know that we've seen each other like 8 trillion times, but, you know, are you aware that I'm a lawyer? Are people really that careless? Do people just not... Is my attorney's badge that valueless to everyone? I feel like it is, and that wounds my pride as a lawyer. That's an attorney's badge! Is a tiger a lawyer? No way! Look at this badge! It's made of paper. It kind of looks like cardboard to me. It's made of paper! Paper badge added to the court record. For some reason, your badge suddenly looks really cheap to me, Nick. Why doesn't anyone recognize an obviously fake badge when they see one? Because it's a obviously fake badge, duh. Like, don't be stupid. Let's talk to Gumshoe. We'll go to Tribien and talk to Gumshoe in the next episode! Awkward pause.